Is this heaven? Ray Lolita's character, Shoeless Joe Jackson, asks Kevin Costner's character in The Field of Dreams. The reply is no, it's Iowa. And that's exactly where we are, Eddyville Raceway Park in Eddyville, Iowa. And it should be considered in the Midwest this very weekend a drag racing heaven if you are a funny car racer and a funny car fan. Over 30 funny cars on the premises ready to go into round one of elimination. Though it might be heaven for many, it certainly could have been counted as a drag racing hell for Dave Gallegos in the corn of Iowa.
Sorry. You're good.
After 406 at 175 miles an hour. Both of those cars were flat lines. Jim Chase, 386, 100.
It's better over there because it's less.
Good, we're good.
Well, folks, we're here in the shutdown area of Eddyville, which is a cornfield, and the Nitro Clown ate some corn. Dave, a little bit of a wild ride. Walk us through it.
Well, you know, we were Q3, got to get in. We weren't in very good. I think we were number 22 or 3. Got up there. It was moving. Had good short times. Trucking. Shook a little bit out there, and I pedaled again. It stabbed, went a 4.0. Got through the lights and went to hit the chutes, and I'm trying to push them and they're not going down. And before that, we talked to drivers and me about the Leahy system, and we have that system on this car. And I think I had it adjusted where it wasn't fully activated or fully deploying and grabbing, and so it stuck and I couldn't push it forward. And I started grabbing the brakes and they're carbon fiber. It started hopping. You know, I thought, well, at the last minute, I'm just gonna have to take the ride. It just ain't gonna stop and I can't turn. So I braced for impact and took off in the corner. It probably launched it 30, 40 feet in the air. And the car's a mess, but it'll go up in the rafters. We got a new one coming. We'll be back out next season. Thanks to all the crowd and the safety guys here, and the track's a great place. We love it here. So thanks to my sponsors, my crew, my brothers, my sons, my daughters. It's part of the game. That's why we do this. Thanks.
You were talking to some fans. You said, hey, we're entertainers and this happens. Yep. This is the highs and lows. You won at Nitro Chaos and then you have this happen.
Yeah, big year. I mean, you have to accept that. That's part of the game. You don't want it to happen, but it's going to happen. If you get in these cars 100 times, you know, hey, one time's bound to happen. It happens to everybody. John Force, you know, from the littlest guy to the biggest guy, it happens. Part of the game. The safety equipment in these cars, bar none, they're safe. And they're designed for these kind of impacts, and you know it protected me. I feel fine. You know, my pride and ego's a little hurt, but I'm fine.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
We're all certainly glad that Dave is all right. The car is in shambles, but they're able to move on and race another day. We may very well see him back in competition here in 2022, but definitely in 2023. That is not all of the miraculous happenings, though, here at Eddyville Raceway in the state of Iowa. Our champion, our winningest driver, who suffered what many account as the worst funny car fire they've ever witnessed earlier this year, the season opener at the Funny Car Chaos Classic in Ennis, Texas, at the Texas Motorplex, Ken Singleton. He is here. He's tuning, helping out Shane Lawson in that Man of War machine. Let's catch up with Ken. In the Man of War pits of Shane Lawson and a familiar face, a face that we haven't seen in a while, but it's so good to see him back at the track, Ken Singleton. And Ken, it's got to feel even better for you. Can you describe it for us?
Oh yeah, it's cool being back at the track. This is the first time I've been back since the accident, and kind of feels at home. And always like Eddyville. Eddyville's a cool place, and trying to get an old hot rod to run.
So Ken, have you been able to really get any work in, or have people been pulling you away too much and saying they're so good to have you back?
There's been a lot of people definitely acting like they're happy I'm here, but we've got to work on the car a little bit, and these guys are working hard. We're going to get this car where we need it eventually.
Well, Ken, thank God. It's good to see you.
Thank you, man.